Hello and welcome back to Gardening and Allotment Tips with your host, Gardening with Ben. If you've not checked out my main podcast channel, make sure you go and check that out. That's where we do all his main podcasts. There's over 150 episodes on there now, so plenty to keep you going if you haven't discovered it yet. It'll certainly keep you busy on the allotment listening to all them, or while you're out walking, or sitting back and relaxing and enjoying your morning coffee. But yeah, this is our podcast channel where we talk about a different gardening tip and advice each episode, really. And we're more specific on that topic and have a good little chat around it. So what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about cucamelons, if that's how you say it. Cucamelons. So yeah, they're obviously not a cross between cucumbers and melons. They just get the name cucamelons because they do taste of cucumber, partially, but they don't taste anything like melon. The only reason why they've got melon in them is because they look like mini watermelons. And the thing is with cucamelons, that they have actually been around for an extremely long time, but they only seem to have got popular in the UK in the last few years, to be honest. And it's bizarre because they've been around centuries, and yeah, they've only just started getting popular over here in the UK. Whether it's because climates are getting warmer in the UK and they're better to grow in the UK, but yeah, they certainly are getting around and popping up in quite a few places now, in supermarkets, in garden centres. You can get the seeds from quite a few distributors. But yeah, have you tried growing cucamelons? So what do cucamelons taste of? Well, they taste a bit of cucumber. They've got a hint of cucumber, and they've got a hint of lime flavour in them. Now, I personally have never grown them myself, so really I should have a go at growing them just to see how easy they are to grow. But I have tasted them, and to be honest, it's not something that I found particularly tasteful. Whether I didn't have a correct one, whether they weren't grown properly at the time, but I did try one and I wasn't too keen, hence why I've never actually tried growing them myself. But I may possibly try them this year. We will see. The question is whether my polytunnel will still be standing come summer, because if you've listened to my other podcast today on my main podcast channel, you will have heard that it has got a huge split in it at the moment. So I'm hoping to get that repaired and sorted out, ready for the summer. Now, cucamelons are to be grown either in a greenhouse or a polytunnel, ideally, because originally they came from Mexico, around where the warmer climates are. They're grown outside, and they are part of the cucumber family, and they are grown on like a vine, and the vine can grow like 2 to 3 meters long. And yeah, like cucumbers, they need the warmth to help them grow, to be honest. You get a better crop and a better result from the cucamelons if you grow them inside in the warmth. And growing cucamelons is obviously, if you are growing them in a greenhouse and a polytunnel, you need to make sure that there's good ventilation, because you'll still get the issues with the whiteness on the leaves like you do with cucumbers. Plus you need to leave the doors open to let the bees in, because there's a male and a female flower, and you'll need the bees to help pollinate them, or any other insects like butterflies, wasps, stuff like that. Or if you've got a paintbrush handy to yourself, feel free to go around and dab every flower and pollinate them yourself. But that's a long job. Just let the bees do their work for you, and you will be grateful for them. So encourage them bees to your garden. Now, cucamelons, you can start them off March time, and like your cucumbers, and get them growing. Obviously, the earlier you grow them, the longer harvest you will get from them. So starting them off now around March time, you will get a good harvest. And people have said that you can actually harvest them right up till November, depending on the weather and whether it's warm enough in your polytunnel or greenhouse. So you'll certainly be getting good results back from your money. And because they're so small, when you're picking them, you will keep getting great harvests from them, because obviously from cucumbers you let them grow tall, long, and while one's growing, the others aren't growing as fast. So if you're picking them all the time, the small cucumber melons, you will get great harvests from them. And yeah, hopefully you'll get some really good stuff back. And I think they're part of like the gherkins as well, so that's where they get the hint of that taste from. And I'm not a big fan of gherkins. I'm one of these that take off the gherkins off my McDonald's and chuck them away. Yeah, I've certainly not got a taste for gherkins, but we may possibly give these cucamelons a try. Just grow a couple of plants and see, just to show my fans and followers really how they get on and how easy they are to grow. So we may possibly give them a try this year, so you'll have to watch this space. Make sure you check out my Instagram and my Facebook, and we will see if we can grow some. Now in some episodes coming up, we're going to be talking about all the different types of melons that you can grow in the UK as well. So make sure you do click that subscribe button, and you'll be able to find out what melons we can grow in the UK. And yeah, we're going to be talking about lots of different topics as well coming up. I do enjoy this channel because we're just talking about one specific thing at a time, whereas my main channel we're talking about everything that's happening down at the allotment. So cucamelons, obviously, they're along the same lines as cucumbers. You can grow them in tubs, or you can grow them in compost bags, your grow bags, what you can get. And they actually like drought sort of weather, because they come from the hotter climates. They like the drought weather, so you can go without watering them as regularly as your cucumbers and your tomatoes, which is a good thing, to be honest. You won't have to spend all your time watering them like you do with your cucumbers, and you'll still get good results from them. So let me know if you have grown cucamelons before. Send me a message on Instagram. It's always good to hear from my followers. And yeah, tag me in pictures if you've grown cucamelons, because I do want to see what you have grown, and let me know if you actually like them as well. So until the next episode, make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts.